am on a budget this Mother's Day, so I decided that I'm going to make flowers for my family members. And I'm going to show you guys how to make a bouquet of roses. So this is what the roses look like before they're glued. And here are a few of them already done. So I'm going to show you guys how to make these. You can see I made them in some different sizes, and they're really easy and really quick. Alright, so I've got all of my supplies gathered here to start making some roses. As you can see, I have already started making some here for my bouquet. I cut the larger circles out of the red felt, and the smaller green circles are actually for the base, which I will show you in just a moment. And I used a quarter to measure out and cut these. When you start cutting these spirals, you want to cut them with a little bit of a scallop edge so that you can get a little bit of texture in these roses. So you can see it's a little bit wavy here. And I did that by cutting it in a little bit of a scallop edge. And you want to cut at least about 1 inch to a little bit less than 1 inch. You don't want to get too narrow because then you're going to have a hard time wrapping it around. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting these, and you can see I'm doing a little bit of a scallop effect there. And when you get to the end, you want to just kind of just leave a little circle there. That's going to come in handy when we're finishing up the rose. So you see I have a long string here, and I'm going to start from the same end that we started cutting, and I'm going to hold on to this little tail, and I'm going to bring it down between my fingers. I'm going to start wrapping the felt around itself. Okay, so I'm finishing up now, and you can see I have the little piece hanging out here. I'm just going to kind of snip. We don't need that much of a tail on here. And you can see it's all wrapped around itself, and the actual last piece of the felt here is going to cover up all that twisting over there. So you're going to take your hot glue and you're going to put a cross shape all the way across, and this is going to ensure that you get every single piece of that swirl. And then you're just going to cover it right up, and you have your rose body already done. So you see I have a couple more here already done in different sizes. You can play with the sizes and whatnot. So then the next step to do is you're going to take a piece of floral wire and you're going to fold it in half like this. And what I did was I cut a little slit in this green piece of felt, and I'm going to go ahead and stick the floral wire in there, the end that is open here. And I'm going to go ahead and open it a little bit, spread these open like a brad, and that's going to keep this floral wire from coming out once I hot glue it in there. Then I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, and I'm also going to go through that hole and just secure that in place. And then we're going to do some more wrapping around the floral wire. And that is going to cover that ugliness right up and make it really nice and pretty. Now, I did try to just use the pipe cleaner and not use the wire, but that didn't work so well because the wire ended up being too flimsy with the pipe cleaner, even two of them wrapped together, and I just ended up with really limp and dead looking roses, and you really don't want to do that. So then you see that this is all done. There's a little bit of an end here, but that's okay because we're going to finish these. Once we tie them all together, we're going to wrap all the ends together. So then you see all you have to do is just put a little dab of hot glue there and turn the rose around and stick that right on there, and you just hold it for a couple minutes and get that glue hard in there. And then you have your beautiful rose for Mother's Day. So there it is, my finished bouquet. I absolutely love it, and I think that she is going to love it too. I know that when my daughter gets a little older, I would love to have her make me some homemade flowers because they'll last forever. You can make it in the color of your choice. You can mix and match the colors. I went ahead and used a different pattern of a different flower And I will include that pattern in my in the link in my blog, so you guys can visit my blog and check out how to make these flowers. Don't smell like anything, but they will be beautiful and red forever